Hello everyone. Thank you for the support you had shown for my introductory video. A lot of comments poured in, a lot of love poured in, and that has been a huge encouragement. Thank you. In today's video, we are going to talk about the art of doing social sciences. And I call it an art because you can teach social sciences only if you are in love with the subject. It's unfortunate, very, very sad that we have an understanding that anyone can do social sciences simply because these are subjects, these are the where you can easily connect. For example, history, political science. So these are subjects you can easily connect with. So one feels that anyone can teach it. But it's not about social sciences. For any other subject, one has to keep in mind that the center of any lesson plan, the center of anything that we design for the classroom has to have learner at the center. So even if we as teachers or we as researchers, parents, even if we understand it very well and we have not been able to take it to our children, to our learners in the classroom, it's just futile. So today I'll just briefly in this video I'll talk about the fact that how to do social sciences. When we keep the learner at the center, so we must keep in mind that a learner is getting influenced at two levels, the vertical level and the horizontal level. So when I say vertical level, it means grade wise, how grade 1, 2, 3, 4 and till 12th and even later on. So that's a vertical development, and horizontally means all the subjects, all the disciplines that the child is doing while in school, while in college, university, anywhere. What happens that a certain topic that is being taught, say in grade 1 level upgraded, the same concept you'll find in grade 2, grade 3, and a lot of reinforcements. So the point is, how are we transacting it in a manner that a learner is getting a big picture of every topic that is being taught in the class? So from the educator's perspective, there are 2-3 things that needs to be discussed. One is, when we are teaching social sciences in the primary classes, so are we keeping in mind the fact, the vertical and horizontal progression of that very topic is one. Second and most important, the use of terms like EVS, social studies and social sciences. It is used interchangeably as if these are one and the same thing, but it's not like that. That's the second thing. Third, social sciences have to be taught in a manner that you are able to make connections, or else it's like mugging up for the exam and then you're forgetting about it. So coming to the first one, vertical and horizontal progression. So when you are teaching social sciences in the class, and take for that matter any subject, it could be geography, it could be history, any subject. So till grade 5, so in the primary classes till grade 5, we do not teach social sciences. So this difference needs to be understood. One is EVS. So we call from grade 1 to 5 what we commonly we use the term EVS. Now the reason why we use the term EVS is because grade 1 to 5, the cognitive levels of the child is such that the child learns most through activity and observation. So there the child is interacting and learning about environments and not specific disciplines, and that is why it is called EVS. So what are these interactions like? So for a child, the first environment is family, the second could be school, the third could be their surroundings, community, nation, world, globe. So all of these, the concentric circles that we have, the home, school, home, family, home, school, community, it progresses like that. So it has to be taught in that manner. So you have EVS or environmental studies till grade 5. Many schools also combine keep social studies and sciences separately till grade 5. But EVS, when we use the EVS term, EVS, environmental studies, it's a combination of both. And it's a discussion based on environments that the child is interacting with. And that is how you read about the community helpers, you read about safety rules, all of that. So till grade 5, it is EVS. 6 to 8, most of the time we use the word social sciences and social studies interchangeably, and it is almost the same. Just the fact that social sciences are more scientific and you're trying to apply it more. So at one level, and that is also because of the understanding the child develops. Secondly, the second and most important thing, so first is of course that this difference between different terms. Second is the vertical and horizontal progression. So for example, if I am say teaching earth, all right, if I'm teaching earth say in primary classes, so I'm just taking a topic of geography. So I am talking about earth, I am talking about the shape of the earth, I'm talking about globe, I'm also talking about map. But all of this will be at a very sketchy level. So for example, I may just take a ball into the classroom in from grade 1 to 5, and I may talk about, just say that the earth has this shape, because that object is quite relatable to the child. Post that, so you are doing shape of the earth, but grade 6 to 8, the moment you move to grade 6, where you have specific disciplines, so you're doing history, geography, civics, everything separately, that is where you start doing layers of the earth, which means you go deeper in that topic. And the topics get more and more complex. Now, as a teacher who's teaching, for example, suppose grade 7, so she must know what all the child has already learnt, and that should be the basis of designing her lesson plans, and that those ensure optimum learning of social sciences in the classroom. Because when you actually look at the syllabus for different for science, for social sciences, you will have overlapping concepts, because whatever is around you does not stand in isolation. So it will have, everything will be like woven around all the disciplines. For example, there's a simple example of a pen. All right, so when I take a pen, so this pen will definitely have a history. So we can talk about a time when feathers were being used to write, the kind of pens that we have had earlier. So these pens have come much later. The second one can be geography. So geography could be the industry that is involved in making it. Then the third, science. Science would be maybe how the pen has been made. Civics, a certain standard that the government follows in the making of these pens. So everything around you will have all the dimensions, and all those dimensions need to be brought in the classroom. Third and the most important thing is connections. We can't teach any topic in isolation. For example, when we are talking about, say, equality in the classroom, who it's political science, right? The concept of equality. But who stops us from giving the reference of French Revolution, which is the revolution where we have got these terms. So French Revolution has actually given us these terms. So the references that we make while doing a topic, so and it holds true of English for any other, not only social sciences, that while you're teaching, keep making those connections, because we may know it, children will not. And social sciences become extremely integrated with whatever we are doing every day, what we hear every day. One of the best ways of doing social science in higher grades is that you keep it alive. And how we keep it alive? You keep it connected to whatever is happening in everyday life. So social sciences is not just about mugging up, is not just having boring classes. Social sciences needs to be extremely lively. These are extremely lively, topics which you can connect with whatever is happening around you. I mean, take anything that happens around you, and how beautifully these can be interwoven in your lesson plans, and the classes can just come alive. So I'll just summarize what we have done today. One, doing social sciences is one about understanding the difference between EVS, SST, and social sciences. Second, it's about keeping the vertical and horizontal progress in mind while teaching a topic. So vertical is definitely grade wise, and horizontal is all the disciplines that the child is doing and the overlaps therein. And the third one, do not miss the connections between your everyday life and the topics that you're teaching in the classroom when you are doing social sciences, because that is the only way you can keep your classes alive, and that is the only way you can keep your children interested in the topic. Otherwise, social sciences, as many claim, is drab, is dry. This will continue. So this was for today, and in the next video I'll be talking about certain ways in which you can transact topics in the classroom, making your classes extremely lively. And we'll also have one student doing something for us, and you'll have many more coming in, because I believe that I can't survive. I don't exist without my students. So you will have some methods that I have used in my classrooms, and I'll be using them. I'll be making videos around them and bringing it to you. So be ready for one such method that has been used in the classroom: the making of acronym poems for transacting topics. So I'll be meeting you again soon with acronym poem. Till then, stay fine, stay healthy, and just fight the pandemic. It's this too shall pass. Thank you.